Welcome to live stream, YouTube live stream workout. Today is our full body circuit with weights. We'll be getting started just in about a minute or two, so make sure you have your workout space ready. You need a mat down, you need your dumbbells. I have water and a towel ready, and we'll be ready to go in just a few moments. So for today's workout, we're going to be going through our time circuit again. Our timing today is roughly 40 seconds of work. I'm going to try to pull as little transition time as we can. In our sets today, we have 4 exercises that we'll be going through. Okay, so 4 exercises at 40 seconds each with minimal transition time in between. Some of them will require more than others, but for the most part, we're going to just jump right into the next exercise. And we'll be going through several of those. This is kind of a reprise of a workout we did earlier in the year. I pulled it out because I got some good comments from it. So our first set today, we're going to get started with everything on our right side. So I'm going to be facing this way, moving everything on my right side. We're going to be doing some forward and back lunges. Then I'm going to bring you on the ground for some plank rows. That's one where we have a dumbbell in our right hand. We're going to be rowing from that plank position. Then we're going to drop to our knees and use that weight for a tricep kickback, and then we're going to switch to a side plank. Some of these exercises will require, at least on my part, that I'm going to switch weights. Some of them I'm going to use heavier weights than others, so make sure you have your dumbbells ready to change, particularly as we go from leg exercises to arm or shoulder exercises. Those are typically the ones where the weight disparity is a little bit different. And if you're ready, let's go ahead and move with some big circles coming forward. And here comes my visitor. Come on backwards with those arms. Good. We're going to alternate with a knee grab. Knee to your chest, point your toe to the ground. Coming back to an upper body warm up. Extend the arms and now pull the elbows back like you're trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach forward and pull back. Reach and pull. We're going to go back to a lower body warm up. We're going to take it into our foot grab. So reach back and pull. And again, going back to our upper body. Arms up at 90 degrees. We're going to rotate back and down. Again, loosening up through the shoulders. Pull those arms parallel to the floor. Twist all the way to your left side and hold it. And then come back to the other side. And just turn that into a little bit of momentum. Moving side to side. Good job, guys. All right, we got 30 seconds before we get started on our circuit. Get your weights ready, and we'll be right with it. Here we go, guys. Left side stays still, right side moving. Forward, tap, and go back. If you're just joining me, welcome to the inside of my house. My regular workout space is getting a little work done to it today. We'll be back in there on Wednesday. But for now, you get to see a little bit of my inside. I like the space. It's cozy, but not sustainable for me. I've had to move some furniture to get clear out this spot. Here we go, guys. Right back down to your plank. So again, we're moving on the right side. My left hand is going to be on the floor. Only my right side has the dumbbell. And we're moving. Nice strong core. You may want to take your feet a little bit wider to keep your body from twisting. Ten seconds. Two more. Now this is an exercise transition you may want to change weights on. I'm going to try to keep the same, and we're going to go to a tricep kickback on that right side. You ready? Here we go. Keep the weight in your core. Don't put all that weight on that left hand. I could conceivably take that hand off and do my kickback. So if you have trouble with your wrist, don't lean everything into that left arm. Sit back into your core, sit back into your hips. Let your legs take on a big bulk of that work. 10 seconds. Last one. All right, just turn onto your forearm. I'm going to stack my feet straight up into a plank. Let's go. Tighten the muscles in your thighs. Kind of tuck your hips underneath you. Shoulder, elbow, straight line. That free hand is either straight up in the air, on your waist, maybe on the floor, as long as you're not pushing into the floor. 15 seconds to go. This is the last exercise on the right side. For these 4 exercises, we're going to do these on the left. Ready? Come on up. Little to no rest. Here we go. Now my right side is staying still. Moving with my left side. Ready? Here we go. Left side. Forward, tap, whoops, and back. Here we go. Ten seconds to go. Remember, second exercise is going to be the plank row. My right hand will be directly on the floor. Only my left arm is grabbing that dumbbell. Last one going back. Here we go. Set your plank position. Ready? Let's hit it. Fifteen seconds. Three, two, one. Drop to your knees. Get set for that tricep. Ready? Here we go. Remember, just like on the other side, keep the weight back into your hips so you don't have all that weight on your front hand. And you can focus on your tricep. Fifteen seconds to go. Three, two, one. Right to that side plank. Turn. Feet stacked. Ready? Let's go. Take it up. Nice and strong. Keep pushing the hips up to the ceiling. Lifting the hip off the ground. Belly button in tight. Hips tucked under. "15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was the last exercise on that left side. So what we've got here, we've got a little bit longer break. Then we're going to come back and we're going to hit that same circuit again, starting with everything on the right side. So you've got a little bit longer time here, and then we get started again. We've got about 20 seconds to get started. Remember, we're going back to the front to back lunges on that right side. Plank row, tricep kickback, then that plank again. So if you want more intensity, best thing to do, grab heavier weights, or if your weights are light, you're going to pick up the pace. Ready to go? Let's hit it. Again, we're only moving the right side, forward and back. Keep your posture so shoulders stay over hips. One more forward. One more back. Here we go. Right side, the left hand's going to be on the floor. Right side is the one doing the row. Let's go. Floor to shoulder. Remember, one of the goals you have in this exercise is to keep your body from wanting to twist when you throw that weight up. A wider stance with your feet. Engagement of your core will help that. 15 seconds. Two more to go. Down to your knees, get ready for your tricep kickbacks. Remember, elbow's gonna be high. Little to no weight on that left hand. Let's go. Ten seconds to go. Side plank coming up. 3, 2, 1. Just enough time to lower that weight. Turn to your side. Stack your feet. Let's go. Take it up. Strong in your position. Even though you're not moving, you need to be active here. Abs in constantly. Legs in your muscles tightened. Lengthening your body. Reach for the ceiling with that free hand. Get as much extension from that static movement, from that static position. 10 seconds to go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Just enough time. Change sides. Left side. Right side is still. Here we go. Left side moves. Let's go. Forward. Tap. Back. If you don't need that tap, don't take it. 10 seconds. Last one. Good, to the floor. Right hand stays down, left hand does the pulls. Ready? Elevate and go. Remember your stance width of your feet, a little bit wider. Of all four in this circuit, this one's probably the toughest. You gotta support your body weight and then crank it up from the floor. 15 seconds. Two more. To your knees. Ready? Transition to your tricep. Go. Belly button in tight. Keep that elbow still. The only part of your body that's moving. Use your forearm and the weights. Here comes my little inside visitor. Hey Dave, what you doing? She's going to help me do a side plank here. So let's go. Roll on your forearm. Ready? Take it up. Strong and steady. This is the last exercise of that 2 circuit. New series coming up. But don't give up on this one. We've got 20 seconds to go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Come on up. You've got a little bit longer rest period here. New series of 4 exercises coming up. Get your water towel off and get ready to go. So next exercise is coming up. Again, anytime we do a balance exercise, always caution you, if you have good balance, you can hold a dumbbell in each hand. If you don't have good balance, you can hold a dumbbell in one hand, hold on to something with the other so you can complete the exercise. So we're going to be with our dumbbells into our single leg hip hinge. Deadlifts, hip hinges are staples in our weight workouts. We need to really work that posterior chain. That's one of the best exercises to do so. Now, after we do each leg, we're going to be dropping to the ground to do flies. That's another series where you may not have to change weights because we want to go heavy on the leg exercises, a little bit lighter on the upper body stuff. So if you have those weight options, make sure you take them. Okay? Single leg, right leg. So if you're only holding one dumbbell, hold it in your right hand. If you have both, go back on that left toe, and here we go. Back is flat, back leg lifts, and when you come back up, you only go to that back toe. Don't stand up to where your feet are right next to each other. Remember what we call this? We call this the kickstand. So just put that kickstand back there. It allows you to reset your posture in your shoulders, reconnecting your core, and to get started again. 10 seconds. Last one. Good. Just enough time to reset to the other side. Go back on that right foot kickstand. Here we go. Remember, before you take it over, make sure your abs are tight, keep your back from bending, and keep this movement slow and controlled, particularly on the way up. Don't just give up and drop that foot down. Come up with the same control as you're going down. Last one. Good. Now take it down to the floor. On your back, we're going to be doing chest flies. So arms are up. Now let's go. Take it up. Now I've done this one before in the bridge position. So if you want to take your hips up and hold those glutes tight, you can. Just don't let it take away from what's happening in your upper body. Two more. Now work this next exercise with me if you can. It's crunches. Remember, if you don't like to crunch, go to leg raises. But if you can, hold that one dumbbell, both hands just above your head, and we're going to crunch and pull that dumbbell from behind your head toward your thighs. The dumbbell's not going to hit the ground behind you, and it's not going to hit your legs, but now you've got to use your core to control the momentum of that weight. Your core starts and controls the movement, not the weight. 10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds and counting.
Yep, even Surrey heard that. Last one. Good, come on up. Just a brief break. And now we're going back to our single leg deadlifts. Right side, then left side. Remember, minimal rest. Ready? Here we go, right side, take it down. Let's get two more. Okay, change it up. Right foot back in your kickstand. Let's go. 10 seconds. Let's do one more. Make your way down to the floor for your flies. Bridge it up if you want. Stay down if you want. Either way, let's move. Ten seconds to go. Remember that weighted crunches are to follow. If you did leg lifts last time, you can switch the trend to scissor kicks. Last one right here. Here we go. Drop that weight. Use the weight if you can. Remember, just barely above your head. And go. 10 seconds to go. Last exercise in this double set. Two more. Great job, guys. Come on up. A little extended break here. Then we're back into a new round with 4 new exercises. More upper body coming in our next round. When we go to shoulders, squats, bicep curls inside, raises for shoulders. Definitely some weight changes coming up for me on these, so have your weight changes ready if you need them. Again, first exercise is going to be an overhead press, pushing those weights high up above. Let's grab them and get ready. So you've been with me before. You know I like to use that kickstand position for this. Because again, when you press weights overhead and you're standing, one of the biggest things you want to be careful of is that you don't let the weights drift behind you, because your automatic counterbalance is to push your hips forward. And that's where your low back comes into play. So, kickstand with one foot. If you're with me, if the weights are heavy, you got to control them. Here we go. What else is helping me is as I push the weights overhead, I'm pulling my belly to my spine, really engaging my abs, and I'm tucking my hips underneath me to keep the hips from pushing away. 15 seconds. Last one. I'm going to change weights, transition to squats. Arms are going to be by my side. Here we go. Follow me down. Head up, shoulders back. Push your hips back on our way down. Make sure your heels are engaged to the floor the entire time. And you drive up from there. 10 seconds. Bicep curls are next. Weight change for me. Let's go. Switch it. And go. Remember, my elbow stays underneath my shoulder the whole time, so I'm not rocking the weights back and forth like this from my shoulders. Isolating bicep curls. "15 seconds. Last exercise is a side shoulder raise. Weight change for me again, just a tad bit lighter. Arms by my side, slightly bent elbows as I reach wide. If it makes sense, forget about the weights in your hands. Think about your elbows lifting. The weights will follow, but if you think about the weights, your shoulders may not go where they want. 10 seconds. Last one. Good job. A little longer rest in between these 4 exercises, mostly because we go right back to a shoulder exercise. And we don't want those shoulders to be too fatigued as we go back to overhead. So you got about 30 seconds of a rest. And then we go right back into it again. shoulder press, squats, bicep curls, side shoulder raises. A lot of weight changes if you have them. Go heavy on the legs. And remember, if you don't have the weights to bring the intensity, pick up the pace a little bit. Let your tempo, a faster tempo, bring a little bit more work in. So shoulder press first. Grab your weights. Position. Let's go. If you ever watch my tempo on overhead press, I take longer to bring that weight down than I do to bring it up, to push it up. I like to feel that negative part of the contraction. Brings a little bit more control. It's almost like I'm pushing with power, controlling it on the way down. 15 seconds. Last one. Weight transition for squats. Ready? Let's hit it. Drop. Abs are always tight on squats. Keeps you from wanting to bend forward, keeps you from wanting to bend your back. 15 seconds. Last one. Bicep curls. Position. Go. See how still you can keep everything in your body except your forearms. That's really the only part that's moving. Shoulders still, upper part of your arms still, core locked in. 10 seconds. One more. Change weights if you need to. Side shoulder raise. Last exercise in this group and with this round. Ready? Hit it. Remember, think elbows, not weight. Ten seconds. Two more. Weights down. Short break. And we go to our last round. Last round on our weight circuit. No weights. You know what that means when we go to work upper body. Yep, push-ups, they're coming, but only 2 sets this time. They're gonna be a little bit more meaningful though, since we just got finished working shoulders and arms. But we can have a different technique coming with our push-ups today, so come back with me in about 30 seconds and we'll get started. So the 4 exercises we're gonna be rolling with in this circuit: push-ups, crunches, bridges, and plank. So that means we're gonna be face down, face up for 2 exercises and then back over for a plank. When we come back into our second round, I'm gonna bring in a little bit more intensity into the crunches and into the plank. And then when we're done this round, we're gonna have a little bit of time to do a little bit more core work, a little bit more core finishing work. for this circuit. So, push-up position. Come on down with me. Here we go. Try off your knees. We're going to at least start in that position. And all I want you to do is try to push your upper shoulders to the ceiling as hard as they can go. Drop down quick and catch yourself. Push and hold. That hold is where I want you to feel shoulders and core. Drop, push, hold. Keep pushing even though you're not going anywhere. Drop, push, hold. Again, drop, push, hold. Just one more like this. Ready? Go. Drop, push, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn to your back. Crunches. Soles of your feet together, knees out to the side, right hand behind your head. And I want you to crunch like you're trying to bring that left hand to the heel of your shoe. Reach it back, bring it forward. Keep the knees from popping up, switch hands. 15 seconds. Now when we come to our bridge work here in a moment, we're going to go single leg for the entire work portion. Here we go. I want you to bring that right foot, hold it up at 90 degrees. As you bridge with the left, bring that right knee over your chest, come back down. Make sure that left foot is right underneath your knee and it stays flat. Don't pick up your heel. Don't pick up your toe. Push with the flat foot. Again, pull that knee over chest. Last one. Set the other side. Left leg up, 90 degrees. Put that right foot underneath. Ready? Let's go. Push up. Drive that knee over your chest. Up. Make sure the bridge part of your exercise is pushing you straight up and down, not back and forth. So if you're sliding yourself off your mat, that's a good indication you're pushing your energy backwards and not up. Feel this through your glutes, through your hamstring. That knee coming over your chest just helps with a little bit of momentum to get you a little bit higher. Last one. Turn it over into your plank. Basic. Forearms down, feet shoulder width apart. Close your eyes, quiet your breath. Tuck your hips under, belly button to your spine, lengthen your legs by tightening your quads, and push the crown of your head forward. Be as tall as you can be. You've got about 20 seconds to go. When we're done, I'm going to bring you into a quick child's pose stretch. And then we're right back to those push, hold, push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it back. Quick stretch. Here we go. Push-up position. Off your knees. Push as high as you can and hold. Drop quick and push. Hold. Remember to hold. Belly button tight, legs strong. Go. Drop. Hold. Push. Hold. You got it. Come on. 15 seconds. Feel the strength in that hold. It's active even though you're not moving. Again. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn over to your back. Open up your feet as wide as your shoulders. Drop your knees to the left. Now crunch straight up and down. Shoulders and head straight up toward the ceiling without your legs moving. Turn, other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our bridges. Right leg up, knee bent. Here we go. Drive up, knee over chest, come down. Instead of just thinking about that knee coming over your chest, which may make you want to bend that leg too much, also think about that knee going to the ceiling. It's just aligned over your chest. Difference of thinking should drive you up a little bit higher. Remember, we're going the whole time with this one leg. 10 seconds to go. One more. Reset, other side. Left leg up in position. Ready? Let's go. Again, think about that left knee going to the ceiling and aligned over your chest. So we're not kicking the leg straight. Instead, we're powering from that bottom leg and using a change of position with that left to activate more muscles underneath you. 15 seconds. One more. Turn over to your plank. Shoulder width apart with your feet. Close your eyes, quiet your breath. Let's go. Find strength in your stillness here, guys. Avoid piking your hips up. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back to a child's pose stretch. And as promised, we're just going to dial in a little bit more core work. Not much. I want you to lie flat on your side. Just cradle your head and your arm, either folded or let it go straight. Your legs are straight out away from you. The top hand, you can start with it on the floor, but after we start moving, if you can bring it to your waist, that'd be great. So all I want to do is lift the legs as high as they can go, hold it for a count or 2 or 3, and then back down. If you want to feel what you're working, take that free hand, grab your waist, and you'll feel those muscles activate. If this is tough for you to lay on your side with your hip, remember, you can double up your mat, get a little bit more cushion. Or if you find you're losing your balance when the legs come off the ground, that's why you can have that top hand just barely on the floor. Next time up, hold them up. Keep them up. Now take your top leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're going to flip it over to the other side. Lengthen your body. Feet stacked. Ready? Let's go. Lift, hold, back down. The range of motion is not big, but the muscle grab is. So don't worry about how high you can get your legs. Worry about the muscles that are being used to do the work. Next time up, hold it up. Top leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over to your backside. Now, let's get in that same position we had your leg in for your bridge, which is leg up, knee bent. That other leg, though, we're going to put it just a little bit further away. Lift up your toe. Now, if you can, we're going to take both hands back. But if you need to, you can support with one hand. If you're with me with both, we're going to take both hands, reach around, touch behind that elevated leg, reach back. Now, as you're doing that crunch, the leg that's on the floor, just engage your hamstrings a little bit to help you do a pelvic tilt to where your back pushes into the floor. This is not a sit-up. We're not trying to sit up as high as we can. We're actually trying to push your back into the floor and keep it as a crunch. Now we're going to change the target. Instead of reaching behind your leg, reach for the foot on that elevated leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop both feet. We're just going to reset. Bring that left leg up. Bent. Right foot goes away from you just a little bit. On your heel. One or both hands back behind. Here we go. Crunch. Touch behind that elevated leg. And then back. Remember, the target is low to start. That's why we're only going behind the leg. It's not a big reach yet. Now, change the target. Reach for the foot. Now notice I'm reaching for the foot. I'm not pulling the foot back to my hand. Trying to get up higher, longer. Here we go, last 4, 3, 2, last one right here, and hug your knees. Push your knees together, draw circles, kind of massaging your back into the ground. Let that start your stretch. Other side. Left leg out on the floor, right leg up in the air. Reach and pull. Good, bend and change. Cross your right foot over your left knee. We're going to reach through the leg and around with your left. Grab the front of your left knee and pull back. Change legs. Good stretch for the hips here. Grab both knees, rock yourself back and forth a few times. Come up to a squatted position, using your hands to help you get there. We've been on the ground for a bit, so be careful. Take your time. Drop your heels. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach the hands wide and overhead. Drop that left elbow back behind you. The left hand and grab your elbow. Tricep stretch. Switch it. Reach up. Change. Reach the arms wide, let them come back behind you. Interlace your fingers, pull back to stretch. And with that left hand, grab your left foot. Keep that standing leg slightly bent. Change legs. And release. Great job, y'all, for starting your Monday with me. Remember, like this workout on YouTube. Have a great rest of your day. See you next time.